Today, what I have for y'all is some Creole crawfish and shrimp etouffee with fried catfish. Let's get into it. So first, we're gonna start by prepping our catfish. I'm just gonna go ahead and season it up, set it aside as I prepare everything else. And of course, we're gonna add mustard and Louisiana hot sauce to the mixture. And I like to get up close and personal, with clean hands, of course, when I'm mixing in anything. Now we can set our fish in the fridge and let it marinate. And now to my bag, I'm gonna add some all-purpose flour, some cornmeal, and some cornstarch. And then to my flour, cornmeal, and cornstarch mixture, I'm gonna add in the same seasonings I put on my fish, minus the mustard and the hot sauce, of course. These are the seasonings I used. After mixing everything together, it should look something like this. In my skillet, I have some butter and avocado oil. I'm gonna add some flour here as I begin to make my roux. For etouffee, I typically go for a caramel roux, so follow along. For added flavor, I like to add the hot slap your mama seasoning to the roux, just to, continue to layer that flavor as I go along. Once the roux gets around this color, I turn the heat off of the pan, stir it around, use the last bit of residual heat to continue cooking until I get the desired color. When it's done, it should look something like this. Finished product. Now that my roux is finished, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next step for the fried fish and get that prepped. I'm gonna make sure the fish is well coated and sit it on the rack. And I'm just gonna leave these here and allow them to rest. We got the moisture coming from the catfish gonna join with the flour and form that doughy texture. That's what you're looking for to have that crispy fried fish. Going back to the etouffee, I have some avocado oil I'm putting in my pot here, and I have my onion mix that I cut off camera. Red onion, yellow onion, bell pepper, celery, and I have some serrano pepper in here for spice. I'm gonna go ahead and saute them until they're translucent. Go ahead and give that a stir. Make sure nothing's burning. Once translucent, you want to go ahead and add in some minced garlic. I like to add 2 heaping spoons here because, we love our garlic. After you've drained all of the residual oil from your roux, you can go ahead and start adding it to your pot and start stirring it in with your onion mixture. Now add your favorite seafood stock. Now here you want to start stirring, and you want to keep stirring because now that you have your broth in there with the roux, it's going to start to thicken, and you want to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot. So you want to stir along the bottom of the entire pot. As you can see, the pot is starting to thicken up a little bit. At this point, you want to go ahead and start adding some seasoning, and taste it, and just make sure you're continuing to build your flavor as you cook this. I pretty much use the same seasoning I use in the fish, but use whatever you like. Then you want to go in with some fire roasted tomatoes. I use 2 cans in this dish. Now that our pot is over there just simmering away, we can go back and check our fish, and this is that texture on the fish I was talking about. This is how you get the crispy fish, chicken, all of that. You want to build this crust. Now that our fish has rested long enough, it's time for us to start frying. I have some avocado oil here in my fryer, and I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping this fish in and get it fried up. Be sure not to overcrowd your pan, of course, but for this pot I can do about 4 pieces and everything comes out great. And being that it's catfish, it does not take long to cook, and we are done after about 10 to 12 minutes, depending on how brown you're trying to cook your fish. This is good enough for me. And it still has that crispy exterior because I allowed it to rest. Now we can go back to check on our etouffee. It's really starting to come together. You're starting to get that color that we love. You're getting some decent thickness, but there's some other things we need to do to this. Go ahead and add in 2 bags of crawfish tails. Stir them in. Now you want to go in with some cream of mushroom. Trust me on this, it really smooths out that etouffee and gives it a great flavor. Now, as you can see, the color of this etouffee changed ever so slightly, but to me, it just makes it a lot more beautiful. And like again, really smooths out that etouffee taste and adds another layer of flavor to it. For added seafood taste, we're gonna add some dried ground shrimp. Now I'm gonna go in with my Gulf shrimp that I peeled off camera. Fresh Gulf shrimp. Shrimp cook super fast, so after a couple of minutes, I went on ahead and add in some boiled eggs that I also boiled off camera. Hey, it's the Creole way. This is how my family back in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana does it. Gotta have the boiled egg and etouffee. And just like that, we're finished. I'm very interested to see you guys try this recipe. Curious to see how it turns out for you. Thanks for watching. Please, guys, like, subscribe, comment. I have a lot more videos rolling out for you guys. Thanks again, and God bless you all.
Our lives captured in scenes in my eyes and dreams. We are kings on the throne with our queens, not recognized by bling, but by light from Elohim. Leaning not on our thoughts, but by the scriptures we read. For I perceive the new thing God is structuring, a place where we sacrifice to meet our suffering. And if my brothers be in bondage, then set them free. We've been in darkness so long.